They are scamming you out of money by tricking you into continuously playing the game to keep you here as long as possible, to go to the store and buy a skin and then continue playing with that skin, and then you see a new skin that comes out and you're like, well, I put some more time and effort, I bought one skin, why don't I buy another? And you keep adding up. What's up guys, MillyKiller310 here, and today Call of Duty has now finally addressed skill-based matchmaking and your thoughts and concerns on what it's like and how the game matchmakes people. So I figured we'd look into this article. So it basically starts off by saying, today's intel is intended to kick off the dialogue that is a new beginning for what we hope will be an ongoing conversation about matchmaking, sharing our process and learnings with you to answer questions and concerns we've seen within this community. This blog focuses on matchmaking and how it works against multiplayer only. They state that they're going to be continuing this conversation with Warzone and ranked play. The single biggest respect to multiplayer matchmaking is delivering a fun experience to our players. Well, this blog post is going to go completely against what they say and have kind of confirmed some suspicions that I have had about matchmaking in COD for the past 4 years now. Here we go. We often see the community referring to our matchmaking system as skill-based matchmaking. Call of Duty does consider skill. There it is. There it is right there. Just confirmed that skill-based matchmaking is a part of the fucking game. Or more specifically, player performance as a component. But, as do most of the industry. But, skill is not the dominant variable to consider and or more specifically, player performance as a component, as do in the industry. Or more specifically, player performance as a component, as do most in the industry, but skill is not the dominant variable. We consider and prioritize several factors to create lobbies. So this right here is showing exactly how they prioritize lobbies. They take these factors and believe that these are the best for the player experience when they aren't, and they've just been pushing people away from Call of Duty for the past foreseeable amount of years now. I'd say since 2019, when people really started to see that skill-based matchmaking was a thing. Measuring skill for matchmaking. While skill is one of the several factors in Call of Duty's multiplayer matchmaking, we know that the community wants more information about how this fits into the process. Yeah, we've been asking about this for fucking years now and have never gotten a definitive answer until today, but yet this blog post isn't even a definitive answer. It's just a stipulation that confirms what most people are thinking. Skill is determined based on a player's overall performance, kills, deaths, win-loss, all that, including mode selection. I don't understand that, but okay, I guess if you just want to play team deathmatch and you're good at team deathmatch, I guess that factors into skill, I guess. I don't understand that. But again, here they go again, saying that skill is not only a factor in matchmaking against appropriate enemies, but also finding teammates. Wow, that's so cool. So basically, I'm doing really good. I'm the only guy doing good on my team, and I get shitty teammates. Cool. Thanks for letting me know that you just have to choose the worst players. Continuous refinement is required to deliver the best possible experience. Yeah, no shit. You have fucked up the skill-based matchmaking every fucking year and have ruined it for every other player that has come forth. We use player performance to ensure that the disparity between the most skilled player in the lobby and the least skilled player in the lobby isn't so vast that players feel their match is a waste of time. Every match that is a sweaty one is a waste of time because skill-based matchmaking doesn't work and you don't implement it properly like you say you're trying to do in this game. If it was implemented this way, then it wouldn't be a waste of time to play the fucking game, but no. Our data on player outcomes regularly indicate that the conclusion of skill in Call of Duty multiplayer matchmaking process, as it currently stands, quote, increases the variety of outcomes experienced players by all the skill levels. In other words, all players, regardless of skill level, are more likely to experience wins and losses more proportionately. Again, this has been confirming that skill-based matchmaking wants to keep you in one spot. It doesn't want to let you progress in skill. It wants to keep you at the most even place possible compared to everyone else. It wants to keep you at a solid 1. It wants to keep you at a 50-50. It doesn't want you to progress. It doesn't want you to get better. It doesn't want you to get worse. It doesn't want you to get like anything. It just wants to keep you where it wants to keep you, and that's making it better and giving it more fair. If the guy knows how to play COD and has a lot of skill, he shouldn't be getting punished to get more losses and play against people who are playing like this is the last day of their lives to play Call of Duty and they're playing for $1 million championship. Data shows that lower skill players are consistently on the losing end. They are likely to quit matches in progress or stop playing altogether. No, they're not on the losing end. They're on the fucking sweat lobbies. They're on the lobbies that don't even like pertain to them. And if you want this to be fair for these guys, you need to let them learn. Yes, they're gonna quit, and they have to understand that they need to stop quitting these matches or playing altogether. But playing altogether is a different reason. If they just don't have a lot of skill and just leave, they're not going to learn how to play the game. It's a learning curve. That's what Call of Duty has always had, is a learning curve. It's like Christmas noobs, right? We all remember that. Christmas noobs would come in and we duke on them. Next thing you know, these Christmas noobs come in and they start duking on other people. They learned the learning curve. Stop playing altogether is due to skill-based matchmaking because they're tired of getting the absolute most sweat lobbies where they're getting spawn trapped, revenge spawned. They can't move more than 5 feet. They're getting melted in what feels like milliseconds when they're taking probably more than enough shots to kill a guy. These are the factors that are causing people to stop playing altogether. And this has an effect on the player pool? No, it doesn't. You have hundreds of fucking thousands of people playing this fucking game a day, and you're telling me that when 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds of people start leaving that it affects the player pool? I would see that when this, like, you've gone down to under 1 million players. I could see that, but other than that, no. But again, you just have to cover it up with some means of this has an effect on the player pool. It doesn't, because even if they leave, what difference does it make? I'm still going to get the same sweaty lobbies that you were going to give me either way. And here it is. Again, proving my point, but often they feel like they only get the sweatiest of lobbies. They fucking do. You continuously give people the sweatiest lobbies that you have to offer in this game, while other vast majority of people don't get these because these people can't progress or learn the game. And you keep people where you want to keep them. You keep them at this balanced, like, 1 KD, 1 win-loss ratio. That's not the point. If you let people grow in skill, and if you let them play the game and stop giving them sweat lobbies and maybe give them a really bad lobby every once in a while, like a Christmas noob would get, they would start to learn the game. They would start to figure out, okay, this is what I need to do. No, when they're playing against a game where they have really no chance to even move or even shoot back, they're not going to learn anything. They're going to continuously get destroyed. And it was never this way. This is why other COD games have had people continue staying on the game, because they would eventually get a game where people were just as bad as them and they could learn the game and then continuously grow their skill as they continued to put time and investment in the game. Not this one, because it doesn't allow for skill to be developed. It just gives you a terrible match with bad players and calls it a day. Does spending money on Call of Duty content such as bundles, battle pass, or black sale change how players are matched? Money spent does not in any way, shape, or form factor into matchmaking, which is not the case. That's not the case, because this is why. Call of Duty has stated that players who buy stuff are basically like the god figure of a lobby. They put those players in there because what happens is if the skill-based matchmaking is going right for you, it's tricking your mind into continuously playing the game. It's giving you this roller coaster of games, and you're like, oh, I just got a sweat lobby, and then you got a really bad lobby, or really casual, or something in that order, right? You get a really bad, a really good, and just a kind of match, right? And it continuously throws those multiple games in the juggle. You don't know what you're going to get next, kind of like old matchmaking, but in a worse way. And what it's doing is it's tricking your mind into continuously playing the game. It's getting you hyped up for the next game, so that when you eventually get to one of these players that have spent money on the game, you start thinking, I've put a lot of time and investment in this game, and I'm getting better at the game, when in reality you're not. You're just being placed where Call of Duty wants to place you, you start seeing people with bundles and you're like, and now you start seeing a free gift bag. You start going and checking on that free gift bag. You start buying these freaking skins in the game. Skill-based matchmaking is not designed to keep you getting good or bad lobbies. It's designed to keep you playing the game so that you'll go eventually visit the store and drop $20 that you have lying around. This keeps you playing the game, and it keeps Activision paid. It lied to your face, saying how connection is king when it's not. It's skill. And they continue, and they do it by measuring skill for matchmaking. That's what they're doing. This entire blog was a freaking joke, man. So this is just my thoughts and opinions on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment your opinions on this blog post. I'll put the link for it down in the description. If you're new here, be sure to drop a like, subscribe while you're at it, and I will see you all in the next one, guys.